Before the Midlight Age began, the ancients gifted 5 grimoires to the fledgling races, through which they attained great knowledge and power. But then the ancients vanished, never to be seen again. And the grimoires fell into the hands of the unjust. And the world fell into despair. Then, in the wake of the chaos of 47 realms, 5 great lords rose to power, each emboldened by the possession of a grimoire, and each known for a great and terrible crime. The Bishop Crevlon, who defied death and awoke the Graven. The reviled Spectre, who unveiled the secrets of Arcana infusion. Mesmeron, who shattered the walls between realms. Helberoth, consumer of flames, lord of the deep, father of demons. And Alestra, queen of light, who stole the sun itself from the sky. But there are yet those who wander from the midlight haze. Those tasked with reclaiming the grimoires. To return them to the great library from whence they can be leased in moderation once again. Just as it was in times long since past.
Welcome back everyone. Today we'll be playing Codex Lost by Freemana and Jandu Soft. So in here I couldn't really understand who's the developer. Yeah, on Steam it says that Freemana is the developer and the game seems like it's only Jandu Soft, so I couldn't understand that very well. So Codex Lost, what is it? It's an open world and it's Soulslike. It's funny because I keep saying on my videos that I'm not very keen of Souls-like games, and I always try to explain, but it's very hard to explain why I don't like them so much. And I have to admit, it's sometimes the combat can be a bit off for me. I'm not very good at fighting and I don't have those good reflexes anymore that some games ask me. Although I did play most Souls-like games that ever came out, and yeah, there are quite a lot to mention. And as I always said, one of my favorite games is Bloodborne, and yeah, that one took me a very long time to beat, especially the Orphan of Cost. But I'm getting out of track. Codex Lost, as I said, is an open world Souls-like. Soulslike. And in this case, you are a magic user, so there are no melee weapons to use. You don't bash things into death. You're a magic user and you use spells to fight your enemies. This works very well. One of the spells doesn't need mana, if you know what mana is, and you probably do since you are watching the video. It's the magic meter, and one of the spells doesn't use it, which is quite nice, otherwise you end up losing the means to defend yourself. And in here I thought this was kind of a flaw in the design, since there isn't exactly a melee that you can use. You don't have a sword, you don't have nothing. You end up at some points without means of defending yourself, and I keep saying there is no melee, but there is an attack. From what I noticed, maybe it's the attack that I chose, you have to go too close to the enemies to be able to use it, which renders the attack a bit useless. I played the game on Steam Deck and on PC. On Steam Deck, game runs perfectly fine with almost any setting on Ultra, and I was very surprised with that, minus one setting, and that is the shadows. You have to put the shadows on low to make the game work. Even if you put the shadows on medium, the game will unfortunately go to 10 FPS, from 60 to 10 FPS in a blink. And with the shadows on low, the game looks bad on Steam. It really looks horrible because it's just too much light. No shadows, there's no contrast with nothing. So it seems like you're playing in constant bright room. Although on PC the game runs a bit better, and I was very impressed with the design. And the thing is, I don't like Souls-like, but I appreciate the world building that some of them have. And in this case, Codex Lost has a lot of world building, and yeah, some of the things do remind me a bit of Elden Ring, some of the design choices, which is not bad. The game is quite cool if you like Souls-like. Until now, I didn't play it much. I didn't find it very punishing, but I suppose that it will become extremely punishing as time moves on. And there you have it, everyone. This is my review. I do recommend you to try it. As I said, the game, if you're playing on Steam Deck, runs perfectly well, but without the shadows. If the developer is watching this, it's something that just detracts from the game. Maybe find a way of the game, at least having some shadows would be really cool, because otherwise it does look very bad on Steam Deck. So there you have it, everyone. I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, don't forget to click the like button. I'll leave the link to the game as I always do. If you're not subscribed now, it's a good time, and good luck. I'll see you next time.